everyone, Vito's A32 back with how to play. Today we're looking at how to play the game Dragon Master, which is a little card game from Reiner Kadizia and Pegasus Spiel. This one came out in 2018. It's a two-player specific game. It takes about 5 to 20 minutes, ages 8 and up, uh, family weight as it says, and it just includes 20 cards. Now, these are actually more cardboard than playing cards, but they're cards nonetheless. And what you get in these cards is cards that have numbers 2, 3, 1, and 0. The zeros being dragon eggs, and the other ones just being dragons. It's a pretty simple game. Now, I believe, no, I'm thinking of a different game, that there was a different version of this, but I'm thinking of a different game that I got coming up soon. You also get these free wooden dragons. You can use these if you want to play multiple games to keep track of who won. And once somebody wins 2 dragons, they win the game. Or you can just play one game. This is a game where you're going to be playing cards into a 4x4 grid and then scoring points. Pretty simple, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to deal each player 8 cards. Then the other 4 will simply be discarded. They will not be used. Now, it's important to note that in this game, it's a 2-player game, but unlike most 2-player games, I'm just going to put the rest of this out of the side. I will also point out that the box should have been half the size. It's a bit big. In most 2-player games, you'll sit opposite from each other. Not in this one. In this one person is going to be here, one person is going to be on the left or right. And that is because once you put the cards into the 4x4 grid, one person will be scoring the 4 rows this way, the other person will be scoring the 4 rows going this way. So let's say I got my cards here, and we'll say that I start. Maybe I put out a 1. Then my opponent goes, and he's going to take this card, and he decides to put this one here. So then I say, okay, well, I'll put a 3 here. And he's going to go, maybe he puts a 2 here. And then I say, well, okay, I'll put this 1 here. And then they decide to put a 1 here. And so I put a 1 there as well. Then they're going to go, they put a 0 maybe here. And I will put, let's say I put a 2 here. Then they're going to go, they draw a card, they're going to put a 2 here. And I will, I'll put a 3 here. I forgot about all the 3s that I have. They're going to go, they decide to put a 2 here. Although, actually, no, they're going to put a 2 here. And so then I'm going to go, and maybe I put this 0 here. No, I'm going to put the 0 here. They're going to go, and they're going to put a 0 here. I don't put a 0 here. And then I'm going to go, and I will put this 3 here, and they're going to put their last card here. Then we're going to score. So these are going to be my cards, and this is going to be their cards. So I would have, and here's the thing. Each card, let me just adjust this a little bit. Oh, apologize. Each card is going to be worth face value unless there's multiples. If there's 2 of the same number in a row, it gets multiplied by 10. So for instance, these 2 1s are going to become 10, and these 2 2s are going to multiply by 10 into 20. If there's 3 in one row, that becomes 100 points just outright. So in this first row, the zeros, or 0, obviously. In this first row, I have 3 3s, so that equals 100. This one, I have 2 1s, that's 10, and 2 2s is 20. So that's going to be a total of 30. And this one, I got 3 1s, which is 102. And in this one, I got measly 5 points. My opponent is going to count this way, and let's see what he's got here. He's got 3, 5, 6, 3, and this is 10, so that's 13, 13, and then he's got 103. So his lowest was 6, and my lowest was 5. That's the important thing to note. You're going to look at which row you have the least amount of points in. Mine is this one with 5, and theirs is this one with 6. The others don't count. They don't matter. It's not about who gets the most points. It's about who gets the most points in the lowest scoring hand, if that makes sense. My lowest scoring hand had a total of 5. Their lowest scoring hand had a total of 6. That means they win. And if we were playing one game, that would be it. They would win. But you can also use these, and they would get a wooden dragon. And then we'd play again. And you'd play until one person wins 2. So it's a pretty simple, straightforward game. But obviously, you have to keep track of where you're playing cards and try not to end up in a situation where you get a bunch of zeros like I did, because I screwed myself over there. But anyways, it's an interesting game. Obviously, it's more cardboard than actual paper stock. It's pretty thick. Very hard to, try and riffle stuff or anything. But nice artwork, and it's an interesting, simple little game. That is Dragon Master. I actually got this at Board Game Bliss. I don't know if they have any left. It is an older game. It's out of print, so it might be harder to find. Anyways, comment, like, subscribe. See you next time with more. Thanks for watching.